Hello, my friend. This is your friend, Dr. Samuel Kisseadoo in Hampton, Virginia, with a short message. Now, problems are part of life. In fact, in the book of Luke 17, verse 1, Jesus said, offenses will come, just that be careful. Woe unto those who cause offenses to just come all over the place. Be careful. Don't be a stumbling block to people by your words, your deeds, your attitude, your behavior, okay? But I just want to mention here in a few minutes, let's talk about the idea of, when I talk about conflict resolution, one of the steps I put in is announcing the problem honestly. Announcing the problem as honest as you can. You will do damage if you go to your husband or wife or child or boss or colleague, friend, in-law, a neighbor, or tell your congregation, or tell the pastor, leader, deacon, elder. As someone in politics, you go to the top man or whoever is your supervisor or the president or somebody and lie. You see, why are the people not having the water? Why is the road not tarred or made? Why is it the students don't have books? And then you are lying to the boss, the regional minister, or you are lying to the principal? Why are the children failing? Why was there so much noise? The point I'm making is that die to yourself whenever there's what you call a problem or you see this is an issue to be solved. Die to yourself. Focus on God, not just yourself or the person. And then tell the truth and then do it in a way to show the importance of truth, the importance of the relationship. Always be driven by God's all-seeing eyes. The fact that God gave you the person. What if you're alone? If he hadn't come into your life, you're behaving like you deserve a husband, a wife. You deserve what? It's by grace. Let's stop these things. What do you deserve? You came, you didn't know you were coming, you're going to leave. You see, I've stood by some dead bodies and I look and I said, oh Lord, help us to be humble. You can't carry even a pin. There are some people, they dress them, and when my mom died, they dress her with some things. But when they are going to put her in the casket, some things have to be taken away. Well, in some cases, they have buried people with the things. And then see, thieves go there in the night and try and go and steal. But you know that they dress you up nicely. But the time they put you in the casket, in the coffin, some things, you don't go with them. They will benefit the family. Some are memorabilia. Some are for the memory. Some are souvenirs, whatever name you want to give to it. So let the relationship be important to you. Whenever you think you have an issue with anybody, think of the relationship, unless you think it's an enemy. Even that, a person is not an enemy forever. It's somebody's buddy, somebody's best friend. It's your enemy. But most of the problems are relationship with people. People who are close to us. When they do things that hurt, it hurts more because you don't expect them to do that. That's why it hurts you more. Okay? Some too have had problems. If I have problems with a husband at home, and then I come and then the pastor is saying something to me, the way he's talking to me in the office, you see, or sometimes I have enough disrespect in the office. I come home and the one I'm supposed to share my life with is also disrespecting me. Then it hurts more. You see, because home is where the heart is. And I thought I was coming home to rest and be happy. And you're also adding salt, putting salt in the wound. As a husband, as a wife, as a parent. You see, circumstances are bitter and not a pretty picture. And therefore has been brought to stay with you as a house help, housemaid, as a nanny, whatever word you want to use, help babysit your child. And here you are talking to her anyhow, talking to him anyhow, because you don't respect him, you don't respect her. He said, because I pay you, and your education is not high, you couldn't go to school, you see, and you allow even your children to mistreat that girl or that boy in that home. You see, already I come very sad. My dad died, my mom is not there, and this circumstance and whatever it is, that is why circumstances have caused me to come to live with you. And then you are treating me this way, making me feel isolated, discarded, abandoned, unloved, rejected, in addition to the condition I was in before I came to your home. You see, it's like I have seen cases where a pastor had a tough time with the former church and came here and they are worse. You see, and it can be very sad. So let the relationship be very important to you and announce the problem honestly. Determined to be a self-controlled, honest speaker or narrator when you are narrating the incident. If you lie at any point in your narrative or your response, and you don't tell the whole truth, you see, then you make things worse. You build a huge credibility gap. It will need some extra effort to fill that gap. You create an impression you are bossy, you are dishonest, you are just always defending yourself, unrepentant, arrogant, and things. Then it becomes difficult from then on for us to relate. And if it's husband, wife, a fiancé, a child, a parent, an in-law, a family member in the house, or someone I share office with, you are my boss, employee, we serve on the same board or committee in church, or for the city, or for the state. See? And you are board chair or board member of something, then it becomes a problem from that day onwards. Okay? If I have to second guess you, look left, and I'm always tempted to look right a little bit because I can't trust you. Trust. Announce the problem honestly. What you said, what you did, or what it means. You know very well what it means. And you say, I don't understand. You don't understand what? You see, you don't understand what I'm telling you, that what you did was rude. You disgraced me. You didn't honor me. You are not straightforward with me. You see, say when a crocodile goes, opens the mouth very wide, you have doubts. You don't know whether is it smiling at me or is going to eat me up. Unpredictable. Okay. You can build a bigger breach, a bigger gap than the original crack in the wall of sincere love. The sincere love wall is cracked, and you make it wider, or trust becomes a problem now. First, it was like 20% damage, and now you made it 60% more. I didn't know that that's what I said. Someone who slapped the wife, and the wife was threatening to leave the next day. And when I was trying to help, what did you do? I didn't slap you. He said I was trying to say she stop worrying me. Oh, an adult doesn't know what a slap is. You're trying to say, oh, stop worrying me, and it became a slap. My hand was just trying to say, stop worrying me. Oh, and if you're a minister of the gospel, if you're an elder, a deacon, elected official with trust, a respectable man or woman, then that is a problem. A problem. And then peace also. Thought you are peaceful. Correcting me. As if the world has come to an end. Make a federal case out of everything. See, you don't know how to be a peacemaker. We don't just talk peace. It's very interesting when all these bodies around the world, peace talks. We don't talk peace. We make peace. Of course, talk peace. Things that bring peace, but we make peace. Blessed are the peacemakers, not peace talkers. In Matthew chapter 5, they will be called the sons of God. Jesus made peace with the blood of his cross. That is how serious it can be to make peace. To tell the truth, and it hurts. To feel disgraced And if the one is younger than you, that is one of the problems with marrying a man who is 10 years older than you, 15 years, or a woman who is 7, 8, 9, 10 years older than you. Very difficult. You feel that husband is a small boy, or you feel the girl is a small girl, and then you feel that he is a sugar daddy. So this old man who is in my life, whatever, those impressions can make us misbehave. To tell the truth in front of that person you think is smaller becomes a problem. Sometimes we want to get into people's good books, because if you don't try to embellish it, say it in a nice way, he's not going to love you anymore. You're not going to get the benefits anymore. You can make it worse, because when he discovers that you are not telling the whole truth, you are not being straightforward. Sometimes it's not a lie, but it's not a truth, somewhere in between, in between milk and yogurt. It's not sour, it's not sweet. Somewhere between lemon and sweet orange. Then it becomes a problem. Sometimes we are shy to admit it. In fact, one of the hardest things for a human being is to admit your fault before your fellow men. Very hard. And as a teacher in school, sometimes it is tough to admit I've been wrong. And parents who can't say sorry to children when you hit the child wrongly, say what you shouldn't say, or mistook something for something, misinterpreted something. If you don't do that, that's very bad parenting. Very bad parenting. Say sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't get it that way. I'll do better next time. It doesn't mean you are weakening yourself. You're not saying also go around just apologizing all over to your child and make the child feel he or she is in charge. No. Yeah, he's in charge. Okay. Avoid being defensive in your introductory statements. When you are presenting an issue, avoid being defensive. Because of my diabetes, the doctor diagnosed. So these days, I'm done. And when I what diagnose, what is that? Get up and come and help your diabetes stop you from getting out of bed. What are you talking about? Oh, and when I buy clothes on Friday nights, I get tired and this and this. Were you really tired last night? You see, even because of my past, I don't know who my dad is. So I'm very careful with this. And I didn't have love as you have. I was abused by this and that and that and that and that. But in other areas, you don't show you have been abused. You don't show you are sick. You don't show that one. Everything is prim and proper. You dot all your I's and cross all your T's. But when it comes to housework, maybe some foreplay before lovemaking, whatever it is, where I come from, the culture. What culture? Huh? Some of you on your boyfriend, girlfriend, look at how you are on top of the clouds. Now you are married and you are behaving as if, hey, my culture, my tradition, you're what? You see, when I have a need, I'm expressing the need to you. I'm exposing the need to you. And you begin to go around like this. You've offended me by not meeting the need and surprising me by the way you treated it, the way you responded to it or didn't respond. And I'm telling you, and then excuses. You're looking down on me. You're not respecting me. You're not taking my feelings into consideration. Because if you do, you honestly admit the problem. Announce it, especially when you need to announce that things are not fine, we need to make peace in this relationship. The way things are, I think the way we talk to ourselves on this board, on this committee, doesn't show love, it doesn't show respect. The last business meeting of the church was not good. Yesterday, brethren, we had business meeting. And on Wednesday, we had it, but it wasn't the best. Whatever it is, you see. And try to find a root. So be careful how you introduce. You see. There are people who say, I know you won't agree with me, but I tell you, talk 1 hour, that first statement you made destroyed everything. If you know I won't agree, why are you even coming to me for us to talk about the issue? About money, about lateness, about the bill. See? About your mom coming or my mom coming or your sister's child coming here to stay to go to school. And this one, and someone says the surgery, I'm believing God. No, this is believe God, but the surgery too must come on. Yeah, my faith. And then you say faith, but the faith you're using, a primary school faith for university problem. Some people wouldn't take the medicine they're supposed to take for the issue. They say they are praying. Using primary school prayers for university problems. And the thing is not helping us. See, there have been cases where people wouldn't want any enhancing substance from the doctor. You see, and they're not performing. And the poor woman is sitting down, and, and suffering. You see, I don't want to be explicit. It's not the topic now. You know what I'm talking about. I don't want to use too much of my biology here. But it is an issue in a lot of families where the man won't take his medicine. And some have diabetes, so it gives them erectile dysfunction. Let me be honest with it. And you wouldn't take his medicine serious. You won't go for the test. You won't want to see a doctor about it. He's shy or just proud. The fact that you have asked him to go to the doctor is the reason why he won't even go. Because the woman has asked me to. My wife is making too much noise. When we are going to marry these women, oh, well, I'm dying. Some of them cry. But when they marry the person, they talk and behave as if they are so much in charge. They have misinterpreted the leadership to be boss, to be a domineering boss, instead of privilege and responsibility. And some of the women to do it. Especially those who have more money than the man, and they are more educated than the man. Even though you can't submit to his leadership, don't marry him. You see, and you're trying to give excuses going round and round and round, and because of that, there's tension, and you won't admit what the main problem is. It's lack of respect for the person's education. And you said, it's okay, I'll marry you. Now you're married. And when he has to speak, there's a problem. Go out with him, there's a problem. He speaks in public, and then you're scratching your head. You see? Or the person lacks basic manners, etiquette, and all the rest of them. You see, some of you think, it's going to be all right. And now he's not the committed Christian you thought he was. Some are actually fake. They pretended. You see, there are men who want children, don't want to be committed to a woman. That's bad. And they've disappointed some ladies. You see, and some of the ladies don't want to be committed to a man. You see, they want the missus and get all the benefits. And then whatever it is, even if they divorce you, they'll still, use the title and things. Face the facts. And when you are being counseled or being helped, and especially when you come out to try to bring out the problem, be honest with it, especially where we have disagreed. And I know I'm wrong, but the words you use a rifle to kill a mosquito. And the collateral damage was extensive. You see, extensive. Say this, you this family, you these people. What comment is that? Hey, hurry up and come, as for you. That as for you is that day your man stopped coming early. Come early, as for you. I know you. What is I know you? Don't characterize people. You see. Don't try also to use a bad behavior to justify another bad behavior, and therefore you're not honest with announcing the problem, which we're dealing with, the fundamental problem. You see, if I come late and you are not neat or you don't help food to also be available, and then we are fighting, say, when do you get to come to the house? When do you get to the house? When do you come? When do you come? So that is a justification for you making sure the children up to now they haven't eaten. There's nothing for the kids to eat. You came around 5 o'clock and all you do is being on the phone with your friends and these WhatsApp messages and this and phone all the time and other things, and you are not helping to get the things organized. The men must cook too. I know that. But you come before I come. So start something for me to come and help even. Hey, when you come, don't you always come late? Yeah, when I close from work, I get here. So you're using a bad behavior to justify another bad behavior? Is that what you're saying? If I talk to you in the way you didn't like the other day, how do you talk to me? Then you cite the example. Always cite an example of what I did. So you're not changing because you cite my bad example. But by you not changing, and also remain as I am, is it helping us? How does God come to work? If Mary detected Joseph was going to divorce her because she's pregnant with the Holy Spirit, and then she started insulting, misbehaving, and went and called uncle and made noise, I don't know how God would deal with that. But Mary didn't do that. Okay, so you love me and this and that. God has chosen me specially, and you agree with me. You haven't said it, but I can see from your face. I can see from your face. God didn't record that conversation to us between Mary and Joseph. But you can imagine someone you're going to marry. You know what the laws are. Adultery is by stoning and all that. And then you tell me you are pregnant, not with a man. I mean, have you heard this before? I wonder how the conversation was. What words Mary used in response of Joseph. Joseph, being a righteous man, didn't want to disgrace Mary. That's Matthew, right? Chapter 1, 18 and 19. Sign of righteousness. A man who doesn't want to disgrace the wife. Was thinking, how do I get rid of her? And God showed the truth to him in a dream. Okay? Let God fight for you. Okay? Don't bend or twist the story towards your taste, your personal agenda, your selfish ambition, your malice, opportunity for revenge, or desire to be the winner. See, always announce a problem honestly, what exactly it is. I always say some of the problems are not national economic problems. They are not marriage problems. They are not courtship problems. They are not problems of the church. They are not problems of your in-laws, not problems of the economy, not problems of the boss or the employees, not problem of the bank or just the environment. It is character problem. And God is using the marriage, using things about the government, using the environment, using the in-laws, using the friend, using your spouse, using your parents, using your children, your in-laws, and the church people to bring out the problem. We are like tea bags. Put us in hot water, the color comes out. Let's deal with the color. I know the water is hot. But we always, the water is hot. If the water hadn't been hot, if you put something without color in it, will the color come out? No. Let us face the facts. And let us allow God to deal with us as we cooperate with him to deal with ourselves. Some things it's not God that has to do. God won't do for you what you're to obtain through obedience. If you have to step in the Jordan for it to divide, don't take a stick, because Moses' stick is not there. And you think it happened some time ago when you preach, you did this, and you went here, and the scholarship money was given. Someone gave you a nice donation. And when you got a place, the accommodation, the travel, someone gave you a ticket. And when God used you on the radio, on the TV, used you that morning to preach, when you got sick and you were healed and everything. So now you're going to manufacture a stick like that of Moses to trek over the Jordan and kill yourself and kill the rest of the people? God help us. We have done that in marriages, ministry, nations, and places. Manufactured our own rod of Moses to try to divide a Jordan. When God says, Moses, my servant, is dead, the rod is gone, but the priest must step in. Galatians 6 verse 1, those who are spiritual, restore. The word and prayer and waiting with changing mind, spiritual. Those who are spiritual, carry the ark. Because they would have gotten drowned if they didn't carry the ark. We are priests, yes. We are the people with titles and anointing. We have got to wait on the Lord. It says, carry the ark. His presence. How many things have you done without praying about them? Trying to approach people, announcing problems without prayer. You talk to your husband, you talk to the boy about grades, you talk to the person about cleaning, you talk to your husband, you talk to your wife, you say, okay, can we go before the Lord with it? Or a short prayer. You never do. You don't do it on the phone. They don't do it at meeting. Just gossip, talk about what is going on with the executive, what is going on with the group. And when I announce a meeting, the people don't show up, and whatever, and then he says, and he's gone. What kind of leadership is this? What kind of parenting is that? What kind of mentorship is that? Without God, without your ark. Galatians 6:1. If you are spiritual, restore. See? May the Lord help us to always face the facts. Call a spade, not a big spoon. And be careful about how we introduce problems. Do it honestly so that God will take the truth to work with. God can work with dishonesty and trying to behave as if it is not your fault it happened because you are too proud or shy or your ego, the service at work to admit that A is A and B is B. Then God will work and bless you and bless your partner. God bless you. You can call me in the United States on 1-917-741-0643. 1-917-741-0643. Or call Ghana 020-812-6533. Ghana code 233. So 233-20-812-6533. Kumasi in the center of Ghana 0275-353-802. So 233-275-353-802. The books are Challenge bookstores in Ghana. If it is in Kumasi, go to Anglican, opposite Anglican High School is the Baptist bookstore. You get some of the books. Or call these numbers. Or call me. I can send you some. Go to Amazon.com and put in Dr. Samuel, Samuel, Kisseadoo. You get some Kindle versions. Okay. There's a website, www.fruitfulministriesint.com. Our ministry is Fruitful Ministries International Incorporated, evangelistic and teaching Christian ministries, working with all kinds of churches, pastors, institutions, schools, communities, and places. So work with us. Okay, we have to enrich the body of Christ, enrich churches. Okay. So the ministries is RIAS, www.fruitfulministriesint.com. The email is kisseadoo@msn.com. There's a broadcast on Joy 99.7 FM every Saturday morning, 5:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. in Ghana. Obtain it or get it anywhere in the world using myjoyonline.com and go to live radio. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord strengthen you. Bye.